There's 10 things that you need to make sure is fixed on the house before you ever put it on the market. So many times people will call us and they say, hey, I want to put my house on the market. Can you come look at it? Well, this video will help you with a lot of that, save you a lot of time, save you a lot of money. I promise you. My name's Wayne Turner. Been in the real estate business for 30 years. Literally bought, flipped, sold. I've helped thousands of people buy their homes in my 30-year career. Started when I was 24, 54 now. And I'm excited to share with you what I've learned. So first and foremost, broken window panes. If anything's glass broken, you want to fix and repair or replace it. That one seems simple, I know. But there's others that are even a little bit more detailed than that. Fixing the windows, of course, fogged windows. But here's what's really important. A lot of people don't understand. They think they have to fix the whole entire window or replace it. A double pane window has two panes. And within that pane, you have an air and it's got a gasket. And so what happens is, if that seal breaks at all, and it's easy to do, especially when you have anybody pressure washing your windows. Never pressure wash your windows with high pressure. It moves that double pane and it will actually cause the gasket to break a little bit. It's just a rubber gasket. It's two pieces of glass that fit together. Then air, humidity, everything gets within the gasket. Once it's in the gasket, in between, it fogs up. Fix those. That runs anywhere from $150 to $200 a pane. Top pane, bottom pane. The other you want to look at is any kind of mold. If there's any kind of mold, mildew, or anything in your house, you need to get it out. If you remotely think that it could be mold, and oftentimes mold can be in your air ducts, you can do a mold test anywhere from $600 to $800. If you think it has mold or any moisture in the house whatsoever, they'll come out, they'll do an air quality test. Takes them about a week to get it back to you. They'll tell you exactly where there's any mold in your house and where it's coming from. That way you can have it fixed, repaired, replaced, remediated. Because the last thing you want to do, and I've sold so many houses where people walk in like, why does it smell musty? Why does it smell like earth or like a dirt basement? And it's because that's the mold, that's the moisture, that's the mildew that is setting in. The other one is the roof. You want to make sure your roof's in good shape. You have to come out and have somebody inspect your property, make sure the roof's in good shape, but crawl around in the attic. It's not a bad idea to call a handyman, and you can get this number from real estate agents. If you need an agent, you can go to contactwayne.com. We connect you with one of the top agents in the country, regardless of where you live. I tell everybody, if you see my face, can hear my voice, I can help you sell your house. You want to make sure there's nothing wrong inside the house. You crawl around the attic, make sure there's no moisture. You can get a handyman to do a lot of that stuff. Now, I always suggest to people, one of the best things you can do is have a general home inspection. A general home inspector will come out and inspect your property. They're going to look at everything, and they're going to tell you, here's where you have wood rot, here's what I'm concerned, your air conditioner actually isn't cooling enough. Another person's going to come in and say, have it serviced. Which leads me to the air conditioner. Have your air conditioner serviced. When that air conditioner is serviced and it's working properly, and you have documentation of that. So think about this. If you had any windows replaced, then you got receipts. If you had the house inspected, you got a copy of the receipt. You had any repairs done, you got a copy of that. All of that means so much to a buyer when they're walking through your house. Anything that has been done, not just the disclosure, because when you sell your home, you've got to fill out a property condition disclosure form. Everybody is supposed to do it. It's required by law. Even if you're a builder says, hey, I'm selling it to you, but I don't have to fill out the 11 forms, because bottom line is, I'm giving you a warranty. The other one is if somebody's selling a house and they've inherited the property, they've never lived in the property. But even real estate investors who own rental properties have to fill out those disclosures. However, you want to make sure that you're documenting everything. Has the property ever flooded? Document that. Be honest. Put it on the document. Make sure it's out there. Another thing you want to fix is landscaping. You want to spruce up your landscaping. And what I mean by fix is you want to fix it to where it looks right. You want to fix it to where it looks good. It's high and tight, right? The other thing I can't emphasize enough is if you have a gravel driveway, chill all the weeds out of your gravel driveway, and then have a fresh run of gravel poured down on your driveway. When you do that, it makes it look like brand new. The next thing to do is fix anything that's filthy, like pressure wash everything, clean up everything on the house. Once you've done that, you go back into the inside. I can't emphasize enough. If a toilet's leaking, fix it. If a doorknob is loose, fix it. If a dishwasher doesn't work, fix it, replace it. Microwave, handles. People don't want to purchase another person's headache. They don't want to purchase your problem. They don't want to purchase your, and this puts you ahead of the game, because most people, if they don't see this video, they're not going to take my advice. They're not going to do those things. Because I can tell you, I've been in a lot of houses where I've said, Here's the thing. We're going to list the house today. We're going to put it on the market, but it's not going to go live on the market until you have to do these things. And it's not that you have to, but two things will happen. You will sell it for less money or it won't sell at all. Or it will sell, but not for as much money. And most importantly, it'll take a whole lot longer to sell the property. Remember what I said at the beginning of the video. You want to sell your home as quickly as possible with the least amount of stress and hassle. And you want it on the market as fewest amount of days as possible. So you just sell it, get what you want, and get rid of it. But you have to know loose toilets, faucets, everything has to be fixed. One of the things that people miss, this is a big one, is your HVAC cover, your return air vent cover. Make sure those filters are replaced. Please replace those filters. Gosh, they're so cheap. Get the cheapest ones you can buy. Puts less stress on your air conditioner and your heat, especially your air conditioner. You don't need this real big thick because it's going to make it harder for it to pull air. It's going to put a little bit more stress. HVAC guys, you know what I'm talking about. So don't spend a lot of money there, but you want to make sure it's clean and pretty. You can actually take that thing off, whether it's hanging from the ceiling or on the wall, take it outside, spray it with a hose, clean it with a sponge, wipe it all down. If it's chipped, cracked, busted, go get some enamel spray paint. They're typically always white. Get some white enamel spray paint and spray it with white enamel. Enamel spray paint is good and hardy, and it can take that moisture and the heat that's coming through the vent, right? Then you got to look at your registration, your register covers. Those where the air blows out, replace those. Here's a little quick tip. You don't have to replace those. You can actually take them off. Most of them are held on with 2 screws. You can take those off, clean them real good. After you clean them real good, spray them with white enamel spray paint. They're going to look brand new. Another thing you'll want to do, and listen, these are the items that you do where your house will absolutely stand out because your house is going to be clean, it's going to be looking good, and I'll share you a tip on how to keep pet smell. I love my pets, I love my dogs, right? How to get pet smell out of the house. They're going to walk in the house, they're going to look at your house, they're going to want your house, or they're not going to want your house. They're going to compare your house with others, and if your house on a scale of 1 to 10 is an 8 or above and in their price range, they're going to buy your house every time over the other home that has loose and raggedy doorknobs. Because here's what happens. When somebody walks through your house, your doorknobs are loose, your toilet handle's loose, you don't know how to fix it, got to get somebody out there. It's $100, if not less than that. Fix everything, because when a buyer walks through your house and they have doorknobs jiggling, faucets leaking, toilets running, they immediately go, the house is falling apart. These people didn't care for the house, they didn't love the house, and the house is actually a mess. And it very well could be, because if you won't take the time to tighten a doorknob or fix a toilet or a broken handle on a microwave, is there other things that you're not fixing or perhaps hiding? So everybody's in protection mode. They're protecting themselves. That's just who we are as human beings. So when they look at a house, they're on guard to make sure that they're not going to be paying a payment with something where it's going to absolutely be just an absolute crap show. So doing these things, doing these items, I can't emphasize enough. If your backyard holds water, bring in some dirt. Like, make it right. Absolutely make it right. Fix anything and everything that you can. Get the home inspection done. Once the home inspection is done, you want to make sure it's laid out on the kitchen table for any buyer that walks through your house. They can see everything that you've done. It's also not a bad idea to type a little note. Write it, handwrite it, or you can type it out. Do it in about 16 to 17 point font so it's big. And you simply say, we've enjoyed our home. We hope you enjoy making it your home too. Just something so simple. We hope you like it. We enjoyed it. And the favorite part about it is the location. We're so close to the park. I can't emphasize enough. Buyers buy on emotion. And we're all buyers. And we buy on emotion. That's why people spend so much money, because they're bored. It's euphoric. When you go buy something, you're like a kid. You get it. You ever had a kid come in? I'm bored. Why are you bored? I bought you a trampoline 6 weeks ago. I don't want to do that. We're adults are the same way. So when it comes down to fixing everything, fixing up everything, fresh coat of paint, it absolutely smells good. Now I mentioned pets, and this is a quick little tip that you can do for your pets. Get plastic or glass. Not a fan of plastic. That's kind of an inside thing. People watching this knows I don't like plastic. It's chemicals. Glass bowl or plastic, 50-50 vinegar water. Half of it full of distilled white vinegar, the other half full of water. Put it in the rooms where your pets are, right? Not only, that's a customer of mine right there too. Not only will it neutralize the odor in the house. It will not smell like vinegar. But I can't emphasize enough, you have to replace the AC vents, but you also need to replace the dog beds. They're 40 bucks. Sam's, Costco, I don't care if you have to spend $80 on dog beds. Replace the dog beds. Pull the crates, if you got them in a kennel or crate, take it outside, clean that sucker. Please clean it and replace the dog bed. Something so simple as replacing that fabric, or at the very least, wash them really good, because that's where most of the odor's coming from. And if you'll take and put vinegar and water around the house, put it close to your return air duct, that big square box, that's actually pulling air through to circulate the air. So it goes through your AC ducts. You can put one in, around. Hell, if you got it in the ceiling, put a bowl on the ladder that far from it, so it's actually sucking that through your AC vents. That will neutralize the odor. Your house, I promise, will not smell like vinegar, and it will help you sell your house. One little tip that you can do, of course, it depends on the fall, depends on the time of the year. You can do potpourri and incense, but you have to know that when you have a lot of candles burning and your house smells really strong like candles, and you may not be able to smell it, ask a neighbor, friend, family member to come in and say, what does my house actually smell like when you first walk in? You know, we've all experienced that. You're gone for 5, 6, 8 days on vacation, you come back and be like, does our house smell like this? I'm like, yeah, that's what it smells like. So whatever that may be, you want to make sure that it's as neutral of an odor as possible. When you burn a lot of candles, incense, anything like that, spray, Febreze, all they smell is that. Their brain immediately goes to, what are they covering up? Oh my gosh, like what is wrong with this house? They don't mean to, it's just a subconscious thing. Because once again, we're in fight or flight mode, and we're in protection mode because we're about to spend money. So we have to look out for ourselves. It's not personal against that homeowner, against you as a homeowner. They just want to make sure that they're not buying somebody's headache. And what I find interesting is a lot of people, it's like you're on both sides. You know, it's like when you're buying, you're in the mind of a buyer. When you're a seller, you're in the mind of a seller. And that's why I always try to take a step back and go, okay, if I was buying my house, what would I want fixed? If I was buying this house, what would I want it to be like? And I'm a big believer, you learn it, you master it, you teach it. I'm also a big believer in karma. What comes around goes around. So sometimes people wonder why they're having flat tires on the highway in the pouring down rain. It's like, well, what'd you do 6 months ago, right? So anyway, I'm Wayne Turner. If you need any help selling your house, you can go to contactwayne.com. I'm sure they'll drop the website in here during the post and editing. You can reach out, sellwithwayne.com, contactwayne.com. Either way, if you're a seller, buyer looking to buy, we can help you. I tell everybody, if you can see my face and hear my voice, we can help you sell your home. Until next time, thank you for watching. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. It's completely free, and may God bless you and your family.